before my streams and stuff, you weren't really brushing your teeth, you weren't in the habit of it, and now you're up to doing it like every so, like, I don't think it's daily, you're doing it like weeks and stuff, but you're doing it more weeks out of the month than never, you know, so I see it like that kind of thing, is like doing some is better than none, you know. I'm so great at linguistics, I'm just gonna stop that sentence right there. Are there pirates in this game? I mean, technically there's enemies that are pirate gang, but they're not really like our pirates, you know, they're just like pillagers kind of thing, you know. So I have a lot of points. Did point gain go up? Yeah. So we had an almost colony wipe down to like 5 people, and everybody came in and spawned people. So if you want to spawn like a cluster of people, Beza, I would strongly recommend go for it. And yeah, we kind of had to get everybody back in. So I requested a vote. Twitch wasn't working for the vote, so I just asked everybody to just type 1 in chat. And yeah, we got a few ones. So yeah, we've increased it to more than double. So you're getting about 500 silver per 2 minutes. So I am asking that people please be nice with that. That be helpful more than like harmful to the colony, ideally. So yeah, it is possible for people to afford the really dangerous stuff by like probably tomorrow, or at least like early Friday. That will absolutely be able to decimate the colony. But I'd really appreciate it if people don't do that, you know. And eventually we'll get resources and we'll be able to do the research again, because at the moment they can't, because we don't have gold. We lost like so much silver for ages, so yeah, we were basically dead in the water for a while, and then we got attacked by the Mechanator, the drone situation, so, and that did not go well, because I forgot we don't have turrets outside. So yeah, we're trying to just fix this place up at the moment, get people in, get stuff getting done, all that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, you're dead. But at least you didn't cremate yourself level dead. That Rice Farm and Jackal, well, Jackal technically died out in the cluster, but like Rice Farm didn't just die, they cremated themselves in the pile. It was amazing. Lens is going Slaughterer. Ideally, don't go Slaughterer, mate. You guys are too far away from them. Let's grab you. You guys go fight that one. What was that? I sent a normal colonist. So modest. There's only one of you. There's so much that can go wrong with that Beza. You got chemical interests and neurotic. Let's let you guys go back to what you're doing. So yeah, I've got the list up on screen and stuff of like things we could do with like weapons and armor, resources and research stuff and all that kind of things. At the moment we're kind of okay with like, we don't need like supersonic cores, we just need like shit to get this open so we can research stuff, because I can't actually select those to begin with. There's one colonist idle somehow. What do you do? Basically nothing but shooting and animals and stuff, and you're incapable of dumb labor. I'm gonna say incapable of dumb love. I'm like, that's a choice. Go get a gun, mate. I want to see, was it Faring Pirates? What? No, we don't have those here. Technically, yes, the raider factions are listed as pirates, but they aren't seafaring pirates, the skulls and crossbones. Nah. Yeah, they're definitely not that kind of thing. Get you guys all set up with this. I think Beza was near the top here. We could definitely do with some miscellaneous like bionics and stuff. 200 gold, that'll get that back built up. Nice. And components. We do need components too. We are trying to get steel. We're trying to mine steel, but I do still need components and shit. So yeah, that's another thing. What else? You can mod in pirates. Yeah, you can pretty much add like almost any mods to RimWorld Waiver. You can kind of like set it up that if you want them to be, for instance, if you wanted them to be anime girls, you can have anime girls, you can have ratkin, you can have probably like pirates. You can have pirate attire, you can have pirate linguistics. Like there's all kinds of like mods that you can add to RimWorld. So like if playing with like normal generic looking people and stuff is boring, you can even have them like wobble across the stream. You can have like a specific like type of character, a specific type of creature. You can add extra animals. So yeah, anything, just about anything and everything. You can add different types of food, different kinds of benches. You can add even more research if you want to have more research. I think you get extra tabs if you do that, I think. There's a lot that you can add into this game. Marauder Camp. They have 22 people and they want goodwill. I think we were trying to do that for goodwill, I think. If I could get spears, we could give them spears. And then we could get a persona core for cheap, I think. Or they'll tell me where it is. I think if I trade it with them, they'll give it to me, but I'll get attacked on the way home. This, if there was a better chance of that, like how are we going with this? That would give us a bit of... I almost want that, but I don't think we're going to do it. I'm going to accept it so it doesn't disappear, but I'll hold on to it and I'll see what happens. Black vests. Nice. Are you going to let me go to it? Yeah? This will help. We'll get all of those on. And I need to get some electricity built out to these as well so that we have stuff. Let's bring this up here. Also, if you hear crinkly in the background, that's Azula, my cat, rummaging in a bag. So don't mind that. These should be connected. They are not connected. I think this is closer, but I'd rather bring it up from here because then we'll get that one too. We got another 1,000 steel, which is great because there's a lot of things we need to repair that have steel. So we have, looks like we have all the electronics back online. I should be able to make the solars up soon again, which means we'll have full power back online. And I don't know if they've repaired the gate, which means the animals should be getting freed again. Also, probably, if I could work out how to use like mortars and shit, that probably wouldn't be like too bad, but I'm not that great with them. I think that, put that over there and get that. Why I don't want to go on a caravan? What the fuck did I click on? No, I don't want a caravan. Fuck off. I was trying to say this, deconstruct the hitching spot, because, wait, have we got a caravan going out or something? Because I didn't think we had a horse. When did you give me a horse, Ray? When the fuck did this slip into my colony? How long have I had a horse? Hold on a second, I want to know. I'll be right back while I guess dinner and feed my aunt's cats, no worries. When did you spawn a horse? Because that has to be a while ago. Pretty sure the game's still running, it's just being like overly quiet at the moment. No clue. No idea. Not in the last however long this list allows me to see for. It's not a long time. Okay. That was interesting. I guess that's a play on my orange horse emote. Hold on. That and or horse. There we go. Just send horses flying all over the screen. And it was an orange horse too. Of all the fucking horses you could have spawned me. It was only good in groups of 3 in my opinion. I don't generally use mortars. So like when I do events like this, I get really like a chance to play around with stuff. So like I use mini turrets mostly. And I have like most of my stuff has weapons on it and stuff. Was a haunts. I love that. Yeah, no, I don't use mortars. So the stuff I don't usually use in my regular colony. I don't use sandbags, barricades, spike traps, auto cannons, mortars, or rocket swarms. I use steel turrets. Who sent the horses? Oh my god, there's an actual orange nuke horse. Nuke, okay. Nuke, I'm gonna allow the, like, this one to be, like, hopefully tamed. I'm gonna get it some medical care. Hold on. It's getting the industrial stuff. That is Nuke's one. Just because orange horse situation, okay? It's a radioactive horse. It only looks that way because of how bright. Like, I've got these set to orange. right? So it looks super bright out here. If I change the color, it wouldn't look that way. 5 tame horses. Okay, well, we have horses for caravans now, so that's going to help. And we're going to have things that we can mine with, and we should have more of those brought inside, actually, because you guys dropped us a bunch. I don't know where they would have gone. Also, we had this, which I didn't get to start. I don't think we want to make wort. Actually, hold on, get rid of that. I thought that was a thing that you make alcohol with, but that's okay. Is it miniatures or just okay? Wait a minute, I missed something there. The wild wandered... Was it wandered a horse? I don't think it's a wild wandered in horse because it's named after a fellow streamer. So it's clearly a spawn. Somebody spawned it, but I don't know who. Chithacker and Nuke Dragon are making an observation about connection between art and life. Nuke Dragon has become aroused and agreed to become their lover. Alright, so we got another couple. Fuck knows how many couples died as well. That's a thing. Yeah, what else? It's basically a heavy SMG if I remember correctly. Oh, the mini turrets. Yeah, kind of. Also, I love that they've done everything except for cut this. I said cut that group. There we go. All of my planters should be there. Missed the name of the horse. Yeah, so there's horse lore on my channel. Hold on a second. Let me span a few horses so they can... Oops, not that. So we can have a horse flying around for a second. Here we go. Alright. Is that gonna horse? Oh, it only sent one horse. All that horse for one horse. Yeah, no, somebody sent me wort earlier, and then they sent me fermenting barrels. And because my regular colony, we don't do drugs or any kind of recreational stuff, except for like chocolate, it's been a long time since I've had it in my game. So I kind of forgot which way it goes and stuff, because I used to make quite a lot and we used to sell quite a lot of stuff. But my regular colony, we just don't have that luxury of like random shit, you know? So yeah, especially since like the last 3 months we've had starvation events. So we've been trying to get about 15 days worth of food in surplus, and it's taking a bit. I also kind of feel like I need a few more of these benches. If we get rid of that, I can fit more of these in here, so that would be useful. Lenses hit a trap. Lenses out in the traps again. So yeah, Legend of the Horse, the fucking orange horse of my freaking game. So the reason why I have a orange horse emote is because when I first started playing RimWorld, my very first colony of Coalition, they decided to tame a horse, and somebody bonded to it, and it was an orange horse named Avalon. And I was like, oh cool, you know, that's great, except it got like fucking dementia or some shit. And so every time I wanted to do a caravan, Avalon was busy, you know, having a mental break. And so then it would take so long that my colonists would eventually all have a mental break because, you know, they're waiting to go out and the horse is busy having a mental break. And yeah, it was a friggin' nightmare. So I just got to a point where, like, I was like, oh, I'll just slaughter the horse. And no, if you slaughter the horse, you get, like, whichever colonist is bonded to it will have, like, a mental break over it and stuff. And, yeah, so I ended up having to keep this fucking horse that always had dementia and try not to put it in the caravan back when I was new to the game. And then I also had, like, the other issue of, like, I couldn't kill it and I had to try to take care of it. And I was like, honestly, how long does a horse live? You know, and yeah, a fucking long time in RimWorld. I've never had anything die of a natural death in my RimWorld, in any of my RimWorlds. So I don't know how long they live, but that is a legitimate issue. So yeah, that is why now whenever we get any orange horses join, I automatically slaughter them. And we're also having a party, which is probably a good thing. This will give them a good debuff. The horse of dimension is so bad. Yeah, well, in my regular colony, my colony of Asura, they have got, one of the original cats has Alzheimer's or dementia or something, so yeah, it's constantly having like a mental break as well, and I am trying to keep it alive. We had 2 cats originally when we started, but one of them died when we were in transit between colonies. When we were moving between this place and this place, I had a glitch I didn't know about, and my caravan was unloading as it was loading, and what basically happened is they left without food. So when the cat had a heart attack and died in the caravan, they ate it before it arrived. So I couldn't resurrect it and I couldn't save it, and there was nothing I could do about that, unfortunately. So yeah. And then at our new location, we've had like snow in winter and we've had cold snaps in spring, and I wasn't really prepared for that. And I'm trying to feed like 300 odd colonists, you know, that's like 600 odd meals a day plus animals. And I have been like trying to keep up with that shit. So it's been a bit, everything else should be plantable, but everything's been cut, which is good. I'll get you guys back to ignore that a bit, and let them go back to what they're doing. Natural old age death is rare in RimWorld. If I recall, horses can live up to 25 years. You can check the info if you care. Yeah, I've looked it up before, but the thing is, like, Avalon was like 24 or 26 or something. I think he was like 20-ish when we got him, and he lived to be like 26 plus or something, or more. I don't know. It was probably like fucking 30s and shit. And yeah, it was a few years ago, but that was just something. I was like, oh, okay. Nothing much I could do about it, I guess. So yeah, I just haven't made the mistake with the horses since. But in this one, if somebody spawns in like a specific animal and it's got like their name on it and stuff, whichever one is their first one, I will try to keep them having like higher medical care and stuff. Like OG Abracat, OG Keelon Cat are both still alive here. You can tell because of the medicine. I've labeled that one as like theirs. Ray's horse will get the extra bit there. Carlos is in here. The Viking wolves are in here as well. I picked the oldest couple of wolves for Viking, and chickens I'm not doing that shit for. But Bez's OG cow is still here, so yeah. I also disabled the thing that allows people to fully wipe out all the animals. Like, obviously, when I do the Chaos one, that's one that I will leave off because there's a few people that would prefer to spawn in as animals. Like, when other people are playing Rimconnect and I come to, like, chill and spawn shit, I prefer to exist as many cats in other people's colonies instead of as a colonist, personally. So, like, I'll spawn in as, like, a cluster of cats, and then I hope that, like, one or two of them will survive and stuff, you know? Like, I know not everybody wants that in their colony, but even if they just keep one alive, I'm cool with that, you know? Ate the cat. Not where I thought that was going. Look, I've had it a couple of times where, like, we did a caravan where we went and we attacked something, and on the way home, like, I didn't realize that they didn't take food. They all had mental breaks. The caravan stopped. The caravan stopped for a long time. They ended up eating the colonists that we were bringing home to cremate. We don't do cannibalism, but that group did cannibalism. All of them were super, super upset. And yeah, by the time they got home, a lot of my colony was upset. Like, we don't do cannibalism. I don't let my regular colony do drugs or any kind of recreational sort of stuff. Like, we don't do organ harvesting, we don't keep slaves, we keep the prisoners in, like, good health and nice quarters and all that sort of stuff. Like, we try to be good with it, because when you have, like, 300 odd colonists, shit can go south real fast. Like, in this group, you've seen it earlier, like, in the last couple of days and stuff, where, all of the, what do you call it, all of the, wait, whose bear is this? Nuke's in here as a bear. All right, hold on. Let me get you health. I was gonna attack that, and then I'm like, wait a minute, it's not on the list. Get you some health. There we go. And we got 2 spines, which I know 2 people that need spines, and I'm one of them. Me. But yeah, yesterday we had just absolutely fucking bonkers. The first day of this week, where we were doing this event, we spawned in like hundreds of colonists, and they just like went murder crazy. They were all upset. They're all trying to fight each other. It was just like chaos kind of thing. As soon as somebody gets another colonist dead, what generally happens is they get like a debuff of, oh, you know, this such and such died, my friend died, or said colonist died. Like they've got colonist died by 5, which is a -9. Friend died, that's another 5. They're cold, they slept outside, they ate a nutrient-paced meal. Another friend died, another friend died, another friend died. This stacks up hard real fast. You don't want that shit in a big colony because then you have hundreds of people that are upset and stuff. Always turn off consumed corpses in meal plan. I leave that as like a, if they want to find out, they want to fuck around, they find out kind of thing. So like, I turn off like social drugs, I turn to no drugs. Anything lavish, anything, all that stays the same. Medicine, carry, I don't change none of that. I do tell them to do fighting if they can do fighting. If they fuck around too much, they will lose their medical privileges. This is just how it works with my colony and stuff. So people get on the death list, they fuck up too many times, they die out of the colony, gets rid of the shit cunts real fast, solves the problem with that. Then you end up with a really calm colony after a while, like we did yesterday. After like 4 hours, it calmed the fuck down. Like tonight's been pretty chill until that battle, essentially. But yeah, I don't change any of that. So it's an option, but they have to try not to do it. So for instance, I don't care if they go pigging out. I don't care if they want to go do a tantrum. All that's fine. If they go berserk, slaughterer, sadistic rage, prison outbreak, drug binge, alcohol binge, I'll beat the ever-loving shit out of them and put them into hospital or prison. And if they happen to succeed in whatever they're doing, such as if they manage to release the prisoners or kill a prisoner or kill an animal, I will revoke their medical privileges entirely, and then they will die when they next fuck up. Surgery's failed on me. So basically what happens is they'll keep going until they have no doctor's care, and then when they fuck up next time, they won't get any doctor's care and they'll die. So am I still alive? Surgery's failed on both of us. So neither of us have... We've wasted the spine's nuke, unfortunately. Both of us didn't have that work. And it looks like most everybody else seems like they're okay. There's a bunch of people that have got like addictions and crap. I'm guessing a few people spawned in with addictions. And also, I found where the fucking game of went to. Hold on a second, let me put that up here with the horses. There we go. You guys can play out in the field with the horses. Was it natural selection? It very much is. Because, like, generally speaking, I don't take chemical interest. I will take pyromaniacs, I will take cannibals, I will take psychopaths and greedy and all that. None of that stops me from taking them, right? It's up to them to not fuck around and die, essentially. If they fuck around too many times, they will exit the colony. Although, in saying that, in my regular colony, it's very hard to leave. You can't leave. Unless you have, like, revoked your privileges over time, you don't get to leave. You don't get to give up. You don't get to run wild. You don't get to die. I will resurrect you if I have to. Like, they don't get to leave. So, which is part of why we have so many colonists. And I don't play on commitment mode with that. So I save and reload and find out if I can have, like, a different outcome or see if there's something else I can do with it, sort of thing. So it's, yeah, there's good variation and shit with that normally. Because it should have set the surgery to be done by good doctors. It's also a matter of see who turns up for that kind of thing too. Because sometimes I'll actually go and get somebody to do it. In this colony, there should be like a good amount of doctors. The only problem I've got is because I'm doing like, hold on, I don't think I've got anybody new, but I can demonstrate it. Because I'm doing this, right? I'm allocating a lot of people forwards at one time instead of manually selecting them because we've had so many people come in at one time. So typically speaking, I would normally only have the people that have like, you know, say an 8 or higher being like a 1 or like a 6 or higher being a 1 or depending on whatever their skill ratio is and stuff, right? In this case, in this kind of playthrough, I don't really have the time to sit there and manually find each colonist, especially if you have a look at like the fact that we've had like 294 colonists die, plus there was also probably 100 or so people gave up or left or ran wild as well. So like, yeah, It's a lot to kind of keep up with and do manually and stuff. So I won't do it for this, which unfortunately means that some of the people that aren't great, they have got like the ability to do certain surgeries and crap that they're not supposed to be doing. But it is like part and parcel of this. Like, it's one of those, it isn't going to be perfect, unfortunately. And sometimes when stuff spawns in and gets done, it's going to fail. I'm just making sure that nobody in here has got this. I do really appreciate like learning a couple of these things, because this is so fucking useful for this. Because usually when I'm trying to do like the chaos event day, which will be next month, this takes me forever and I can't keep up with it against you guys. So when you're just spawning in like hundreds of colonists and like fucking tornadoes and boom rats and then exploding the boom rats and fucking all the things. Hey Crimson, what's up? Welcome back. If you want to spawn people in, go for it. We've lost a lot of you. I think we have one of you left. So yeah. A lot of this has been really good because like when I do these days, I get to learn some shit too that I don't get to kind of need in my like regular colony, you know? I'm thinking maybe we don't have any of you actually. Hold on. It's not alphabetical. Hold on. That should be alphabetical now. I thought I had it on it before, but maybe we didn't. We have one of you. Just one left. Who is destroying what? Oh, you're destroying a door. That's okay then. Yeah, we've only got one Crimson Lotus left. So, also rate of silver has increased. So, yeah, still be nice. Still be nice with spawns and stuff if you can. And the cold snap. Everything's gonna get real cold for them. I don't know if we ended up... You didn't turn off that air conditioner because we broke it. So, we'll turn that off now. These two don't need to be this cold, but they're going to deal with hypothermia a little bit. I don't have air conditioning and anything else, which makes me think something in here is either not right or that's the coloring of the lighting. No, it's fine. Inspired recruitment. Let's turn that off. And I think everything's got its roofs. Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so most things are kind of built back up and... we are starting to build more deep drills. I don't know where the fuck the other deep drills went, hey? Because I'm pretty sure we brought them inside. Your dying breed? We had a mass extinction event. So, everybody was a dying breed for like a good few minutes there. The Nick Dragon started a social fight with Lenza. I thought you two just started dating, like calm down, jeez. And resources here are already used up, which is great because I will move that somewhere else. That's uranium. We're going to need uranium later. If I can find more steel or gold or something like that, plus steel would be fine. We'll move that to there. We'll get these two enabled. That way you guys can move them. Got some sad wanderers. I'm not sure what's up with this billiards table. If anybody can like visually identify what might be wrong with this scenario, because as far as I know, if I was to build a copy, nothing is in the way, right? There's a little tree. Maybe it's the little trees. Maybe these. Maybe extract that and extract that. I'm guessing that's what it's got to be. Was it? I'm awkward. Sorry, Linda. It's you're fine. So, I don't know. Didn't know how to express or accept love in that moment. So you just like, I don't know, did the bro kind of thing and just had a punch up instead. You know how it is. Sorry. Anyway, no, I'm glad that like everybody's surviving again, considering we have like these things. Oh, that's where they are. All right, I found them. Okay, so we definitely don't still have storage. I don't want somebody trying to dig in that tunnel. I don't know if we can reach it. Maybe a little bit. We can reach it a little bit. Maybe the TVs are in the way of the billiards table. I think it might be the trees. Oh, all the plants are dying because of the cold snap. That's okay. That's all right. We actually have like quite a substantial amount. And if I move these two over here, we'll be getting as much as we can. What was that? We got 10 good colonists. Nice. Thank you. All right, let's get you guys assigned up too. And I'll see if we can do a count in a moment of how many people we have alive, since nobody's actively in line to be cremated. So I also haven't finished allocating people's like work and recreational time. So yeah, unfortunately, they will do stuff as they get time to do stuff.